Typhoon Kong-Rey remains a Category 5 according to our best satellite estimates. 165 miles per hour and a pressure of 910 millibars is what we're having at the minute. 17.7 north, 132.4 degrees east as of 11 a.m. Japan Standard Time, October 2nd. Here is the storm's position displayed on the map as Stage 9 on the CDPS scale, down from Stage 10 earlier on, still extreme. This is where it is in relation to all of these locations: 564 miles from Daitojima, 659 from Naha, 660 from Miyakojima, and 676 from Santa Ana in the Philippines, where the storm has the name Queenie, 863 miles from Taipei. No warnings are in effect in relation to this storm at the moment, but we're likely to see warnings start popping up in Japan and maybe in Taiwan later on, depending on exactly what track this system is going to take. So here is what the GFS model has been saying in its latest run. You can see the storm proceeding towards the northwest. It's actually been moving slightly west of forecast in the last 12 hours or so, really, which could have a bearing on where it goes eventually, but still into the East China Sea there, significant weakening, but will still remain quite a significant typhoon, and it's likely at the minute, according to this model run, to head towards the Korean peninsula, could make landfall in South Korea, then off towards the northeast, eventually towards Hokkaido. At the minute, we're not completely sure on that at the moment. There is quite a spread. These are the sea surface temperatures though. Around 28 degrees, starts to jump off a bit of a cliff as it approaches the Ryukyu Islands. That's mainly due to upwelling from Trami last week, down to 25 degrees around the Japanese islands. This is what we expect over the next few days, and looking at the wind field, tropical storm force winds could arrive as early as Thursday morning, and the storm is going to move through later on Thursday, or perhaps now on Friday. Entering the East China Sea, still a Category 1 by the looks of things, and a gradual weakening with a massive wind field as we enter the end of the week into the weekend, off towards the northeast there, affecting South Korea and northern Japan. So there is a lot to watch out for when it comes to this. These are the latest chances for tropical storm conditions now. 69% on Miyakojima, 47 in Okinawa, 32 at Taipei, 22 in Shanghai, and 26% now Jeju in South Korea, the outlying island there. So the models, curiously, it's not been said that this storm has reached Category 5 by any other agency at this point, which I think is completely remarkable and completely false, because this system is much stronger than what has been depicting in recent updates for the last 12 hours or so. You can see the models there, some other models there taking it further south, just clipping the coast of South Korea. Nonetheless, the JMA, the Japanese Meteorological Agency, do have the storm down to 915 millibars, which isn't too far from what we're putting out. Here's the latest imagery of the storm. Why are we so confident that it is a Category 5? It's because of the massive cloud tops and the very warm eye that this storm has exhibited in the last 12 to 24 hours. To put it this way, it's at least on par with Typhoon Mangkhut when you look at those parameters, and you can see in those latest frames that eye continuing to deepen. Now those last few frames, quite curious actually. It's stalled a little bit, a bit of a jog to the west, a bit of a bounce, and then off towards the west-northwest again. We'll continue to watch this closely. It remains very powerful. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and Fool 13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.